Ooh, shit. All right. Is this going? Is this working? This is working. I got a lot to talk about. We going all over the fucking place with this shit. Um, I was going to debunk more Superman shit because we still saying Superman beats Goku, and at the very least now they're saying it's a draw. Like this much time after the fact, I'm tired of hearing that bullshit. They talking about he one shot at the World Forger, and I'm just like, no, bro, that's so out of context. It's not even fucking funny. And don't think I don't know about the whole Hunter Biden shit. Yeah, I know. We jumped from comics to political. I'm gonna be blunt with y'all. I've been at work. I got. I'm off today. I'm off. Well, actually, never mind. Yesterday is over. It's now my second day off now, and then I have a 6-day week. Yeah, I have a 6-day week because the way that Walmart is set up, I'm not allowed to get days off in November or December because of the holidays. So they're going to take as much of my time as fucking possible. So I haven't even been able to like sit down and talk about the shit I want to talk about. Hunter Biden pardoning his son. When I first heard about the shit, it pissed me off. I'm not even going to lie. Because this dude, with all the shit that I know about the money laundering in Ukraine, the dealings in Ukraine that he was doing, the blatant treason these dudes committed, the drugs from crack to cocaine, like he got caught with illegal gun. And granted, me personally, I don't believe in illegal guns because the Second Amendment, anything that, all the red flag laws, all that shit, that's just an infringement in my book. But this dude clearly had those weapons for a different intent. I'm just gonna be blunt. He had drugs. These dudes was money laundering. These dudes was pedophiles. We got fucking footage of this shit on his damn laptop. And this nigga just got pardoned for it all. And Joe Biden did it to protect his own best interests. But the reason why it's still a silver lining and still a good thing in the bad is simply because Biden was fucked either way. Let me explain. All right. This dude, in doing so, showcased that he's a liar. It showcased that the Democrats is liars. It showcased that the media are a bunch of fucking liars. And then him pardoning his son shines a light to all of the bullshit that was done over the last 10 years. It shines a light to that because now people are going to wonder, why did he give him a blanket pardon for all the things that could have potentially happened that he may or may not have done since 2014. If he didn't do anything, you wouldn't need to do that shit. All the shit that Hunter did and what would have been exposed would have linked right back to Biden and the rest of his family. It's just that simple. Then, if he didn't pardon, it was going to be uncovered anyway by Trump's DOJ. Because Hunter Biden would have been prosecuted. Like it was, there was no way he could have won this shit. And in doing so, with the information being uncovered by the DOJ, Trump's DOJ, it would have still showcased that the media are a bunch of fucking liars, that social media has been keeping it hidden. They were participating in election interference. It would have opened the floodgates for all of that shit. Either way, the shit is going to get exposed. So in the process of all of that, I'm not too worried. I'm mad this nigga about to be walking the streets, but that still doesn't absolve the entire family of the consequences. Because there's still going to be consequences. I wonder if they're going to get into what Joe Biden's brother was doing. And I find it weird that his mansion is a beeline, excuse me. I said beehive. What the fuck? Oh, man. I back to what I was getting at. I still find it funny that his house, his mansion is a beeline away from the Lolita Island. You know, the Epstein Island. Still find that funny. No one said anything about that shit either. But whatever. I can't wait till Trump gets inaugurated so we can finally nip this bullshit in the fucking bud. Because it needs to stop. I'm sick of the corruption. I'm sick of this proxy war. Is it a war? Isn't a war shit? You know, the fake president, all this. I'm tired of all of it, man. I'm tired, right? Then, while I was just working, and I like to listen to podcasts while I work, you know, listen to like news and all of this other shit. We get into, well, this is brand fucking new. I just came across this today, even though this came out 2 days ago. I got some things to well, no, I don't have things to say, but I'll react to this shit. But I did have some stuff to say about this because they were discussing Umar Johnson coming out saying that women should invest in men, which, I mean, with just this statement alone, no details, nothing added, no one saying anything extra. I agree. The woman is the man's helpmeet. She's supposed to invest in her man. Like that's the shit that we don't ever talk about. We always talk about everything that the man is supposed to do and all of his hard work and all of his struggles and everything that, you know, if he ain't got a certain amount of status or a certain amount of money, you automatically by default emasculate and demean that man. And I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting so sick of it. This is why men are fucking single now. Because they're tired. Y'all thinking that, oh, this is the loneliness epidemic. Listen, bro, I'd rather sit down by myself alone and beat my meat than deal with a bitch that, you know, thinks like the women of today thinks. I'm just gonna be honest. I will do that for the rest of my life than deal with a chick like these chicks out here, man. I'm just gonna be blunt here. A majority of these bitches is fucking, you know, feminist, liberal as fuck. They don't even have to claim to be feminist. They carry that feminist mindset without even fucking knowing it. We've enabled these chicks to work, which wasn't a problem. Go ahead and work. But they don't want to accept the responsibility that comes with being the breadwinner. Excuse me. Y'all have a job and y'all have the ability to take care of yourselves, but the moment you get in a relationship, the first thing you're going to do is quit your job and try to throw all the burdens and all your fucking past payments and shit onto the man's shoulders and expect him to just carry it. When, especially in today's economy, people can barely carry on by their damn self. And it's like, well, why are you dating if you're broke? I don't know, because I need some help. Help me. I you know, this is,
you haven't done anything yet.
Like, fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, men don't date because they need help. Men date because they just genuinely like the woman that is in their vicinity. But that's not enough for these chicks. Like ain't enough. You gotta have money. You gotta have some paper. Anyway, let's get into this. And I'm trying to find the spot where they was discussing this.
So I just don't understand when women say they see potential in a dude who don't even have a job. Like, where's the potential? So Yeah, investing in the right dude could pay dividends. Like it could be like you can literally have no worries once you make it. And a lot of women ain't willing to do that. I just call it spade a spade. So that's
Why
just
don't you think a lot of women are willing to do that, Quill?
because they failed at it, investing in the wrong man. So
What?
if I was,
Wait. Hold
Yeah,
on,
he
Quill.
right.
Why is all of the ladies looking like they about to blow a gasket on here?
they
I
probably
see
Because it's
Jerry going
dusty.
crazy.
oh, I'm standing.
Charm
Dusty.
down there
All right. Pay attention to this chick, Molly.
going
Dusty.
Standing
crazy.
on business.
Molly up here going
The
crazy.
dusties you be
Ava
talking
just
about.
looking.
Dusty.
Ava just
That's
looking.
what you talking
I
about.
just have resting bitch face.
Hold
That's all. That's
on,
just my face.
wait. We gonna get there. We gonna mind this out, and I'm gonna tell you.
Keep in mind, we got like, damn, we got 7 chicks on here and 2 dudes.
Y'all. So I had watched this and it was interesting to me, but I was told that I was wrong. So I was willing to learn. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna pose this as a question on Monday night because I'm curious. And Quill is very much in the same boat as the rest of the guys that was kind of telling me different than what I thought. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to
because it's
Molly
fucking
first.
logical.
Molly, what's going on? Tell me what your thoughts are.
Um, it's just dusty. I've kind of heard Dr. Umar say some dusty stuff like that before. But my thing is, okay, so we're not married and we've been together about 2 to 3 years.
Okay, first of all, that we're not married shit doesn't fucking exist. I'm sick of hearing that. All right, if you're actively fucking, that's the marriage. Yeah, I said it. Like when you quote unquote get married or do the damn ceremony, y'all stand before God and say your vows and everything, and then y'all go home on the honeymoon. What do? You consummate the marriage. You make it official. And how do you make it official? By having sex. I've been over this shit. There's a reason why you get so damn connected after the sexual intercourse. They call it soul ties, but then there's also science that brings in the point that women, well, not even just women, men release oxytocin as well, but men also don't get as attached as women do. But when a woman is penetrated by a man, she not only releases oxytocin, but if he's also skeeting in the bitch, she's going to absorb his DNA. So not only does she have his DNA in her for the next 27 years, but she also is releasing oxytocin and is building an active connection with the person that they're sleeping with. So to sit here and be like, well, we're not married, man, we only been together for 2 years, but y'all sharing a house, y'all fucking, and a lot of y'all having kids. Well, what are we talking about? Then to also bring it to the point, because y'all want to discuss biblical marriage and everything. Adam, well, we ain't gonna talk about it. Like even then in the Old Testament when they had marriage, they found a woman, they picked out the woman. Okay, they'll probably approach her dad, maybe pay a fee depending on what time in the Bible we're discussing. They bring her home, they smash, and that was it. That was it. Y'all want big ceremonies and buying these expensive ass rings and y'all signing contracts and shit. And we're so far removed from God in the marriage. It's ridiculous, but we still try to hold marriage to this esteem. Like this is what it is. No. I was having this conversation before. I told my dad I wasn't trying to sign no contract. That don't mean that I don't want to be with a woman. It means that I don't want to be under the state and their rule of law, because I know for a definite that these chicks could cheat on me and get rewarded for the shit. I'm the type to work hard. I'm the type to want to build, and I'm the type to want to get to a level beyond where I'm at right now, because let's just be honest, being broke It's the most frustrating and the most expensive shit ever because you gotta pay more for having less in more ways than one. I hate this shit. Of course, I want to be a rich bachelor. Not because I want to, fuck a bunch of bitches. All right, but my focus is I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to go to Japan really. I want to I want to go out there. I want to train. I want to, learn martial arts, all of that extra stuff. I want to be able to go to like a Comic-Con whenever the fuck I feel like it instead of having to check my schedule, my work schedule and save up all this damn money and all that shit. I want to go to tournaments whenever the fuck I feel like it and not have to check my schedule. Like there's a tournament on the 14th of December that I can't go to because I have to be at work. Like shit like that. I don't like that shit. I'm sick of sitting on the sideline and watching other people experience shit that I want to experience but can't experience. That's why I want to be the rich bachelor. But hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But to sit here and to hold marriage up like it is what it used to be, like they're really doing this under God, they lying when they discuss the vows, for better, for worse, sickness and the health, for richer, for poor. That shit don't exist to these chicks, these modern day chicks. You poor, she's out, she's done, she's leaving. Because they're thinking about what's in their own best interest. Not yours, not the family's. That's the shit that y'all need to understand.
I'm good enough for you to ask for money, but I'm not good enough to be a wife. But I'm good enough to finance your operation for another year or two, and you're not my husband. And I have to wait until maybe your business might make it, and then you'll take me with you. But as we see from history, most men they get things off of the back of a woman, and then they'll leave her for another woman.
Because man, oh man. No. Usually when a dude has a chick that's been with him through thick and thin, he's sticking with her. That's what's going on. A lot of these other chicks be fucking emasculating the fuck out of they men when they're in a low point. She's there, but she ain't being a help. She's just being a nag. She's being his stress. That's the part that she's leaving out. And notice how she's saying, if you're your business. So you have absolutely no faith in your men. But I've also said this because I commented on this video when I was listening to it at the time, when it was live. Chicks only see you where you're at. They don't see any potential in you unless they like you. All right. When I say like you, I mean they're on that I want to change him shit. That's what I'm talking about. But you average dude, you ain't doing all that craziness. You just dusty in her eyes. That's it. They don't see you in any higher regard. And if she's with you 9 times out of 10, it's because she's getting some shit out of it. Oh, I was with you for 2 years, but we ain't married and you asked me for money, but you living with him, giving him box. And that's another, I hate that, oh, she's giving you sex. And she's getting sex because it benefits her. Chicks like sex just as much, if not more, than men do. That's another thing. Like, all these misconceptions and shit, we just need to erase all that shit from your fucking brain. Just erase all that shit.
I just
So I don't understand. And then why do you need a woman to be half of the man for you? So if I'm out here making an
There's the emasculation. That's the emasculation right there.
extra $700 a month to fund your dusty business that may
Yep, dusty business.
or may not work, who's the man if I have to be the man? Who's the woman if I have to be the man for you?
I have to be the man for you because I'm helping you get to where you need to get to. You see, where's the logic in that shit? So I'm not a man because I ain't got it right now. Let's talk about the workforce, because Walmart just announced recently that they're getting rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know, women, especially black women, get jobs in higher positions over men because there was an incentive to do so. Companies were getting paid and getting more funding and getting better tax breaks for doing that. Did you know that? A black woman, you know, when getting hired, say we all file out applications. Excuse me. A black woman will be considered a double minority, meaning she has a higher chance of getting the job than you do. You could have higher qualifications, but because she's a black woman, she's going to get the position. Did you know that shit? That's old information. So when chicks talk about being the most, educated, the most, and they make the most money, which they don't, but say that they did, and the man was struggling to get better positions, but she was able to get those positions easier. It's not fair for her to look down on that man, but she's going to anyway because women hate being providers. I'm just going to be blunt. So she has it easier out here getting positions that put her in a place to where she can afford the extra shit. And then they want to turn around and dog men out. That's the problem I have with a lot of this. He's dusty, but he's the one working with a handicap. We ain't even counting the fact that the world don't give a damn about men as a whole anyway, and that his value is tied to how much money he has and not him as a human fucking being. Forget that fact. Women have it easier out here by leagues. I don't know no dude out here who could just be like, all right, I got this job just because I'm a man. That's it. I exist, so therefore shit is just given to me. And as soon as he gets in a relationship, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to quit my job and let my chick just take care of me. And she be completely fine with that. I've never heard of that shit. But I've heard of that shit with plenty of women. That's another thing that we leave out when discussing funding a man's dream and being a help meeting and shit like this. We leave that shit out.
Wait, Molly, why is this business dusty?
And
Why
that
it gotta
too.
be dusty though?
That's because you're not asking a grown man for a business loan. You're asking a woman.
Oh my gosh. So if I go to a bank and the woman is working at the bank and I'm trying to get a loan, what is that? Still technically asking a woman for your fucking help. Granted, it's her job, but I gotta outsource. I can't get some help from the woman that I'm actively fucking and she's living in my house. Like, come on, man.
I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm so
A
sorry.
woman,
Anton,
most
your
women,
followers are going to be so mad at me because Dr. Umar was the one person to speak on this because I don't think all black men are weak, but the ones he's talking to in that particular clip, he's talking to the weak beta males who always needed their mom, always needed a woman to do something for them because they're not a man. They can't do it themselves.
And there we have it. More emasculation. It writes itself. And keep in mind, I don't hate her. All right. I'm just giving you a demonstration on how women view you. She's the only one being vocal, but guarantee you, the majority of these women on this panel, if not all of them, think the exact same. They just won't tell you. You just wake up one day and she's fucking another dude when you get home from work. That's I said you wake up one day. Look, you wake up and find text messages in her phone. She texting some other dudes. Or some of y'all come home from work and she's fucking other dudes. She's already treating you like less than. She's talking to you crazy. Because in her mind, she sees you as less than because of the fucking money. It's nothing new. It's why a bunch of these dudes are getting cheated on. Especially in today's climate where the average income is considered broke and dusty. Just saying.
You're not a husband. You can't be a husband. You can't come up with your own money to fund your own business. What
But he's funding you.
can you do?
Keep in mind, we ain't talking about dudes that don't have jobs and are living with their parents and are not trying to make any changes. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the guy that she's living with. That's who we're talking about.
What are you there for? As a woman, why would I be taking
Oh,
all
wait,
of my
what was that?
What can you do? What are you there for? As come up with your own money to fund your own business. What can you do? What are you there for?
What are you there for? What are you there for? Aside from leeching off the man. Like, and they call these gender roles, keep in mind. When you listen to a woman describe a good man, it's always a man that works his ass off to make sure that she's good, while she in turn does not do anything for him. At all.
As a woman, why would I be taking all of my options of other men off the table to fund your dusty business that you obviously won't even be able to be successful in because you need me to do it for you? And
Oh man, all my other options. So there she go. That's the hypergamy, the opportunism, looking for other man to monkey branch to because you don't have the money. Let's just be real. She's punishing you for being broke. That's all it is. How dare you not give me what I want? How dare you ask me to help you out? So she gonna hop over here and get with this dude because he was fortunate enough and blessed enough to have events and things lined up so that he can get done what he need to get done. Every man don't get it and every man don't get it at the same time. And some men are presented with opportunities that other men aren't. That's just a fact of life. It's the shit I'm talking about, man.
I'm not like. And then Dr. Umar also tried to sit there and pin women against women, make it about race, trying to make black women compete with white women for black men, a dusty black man at that.
Well, what's ironic is I believe later on in this stream they were saying if you don't want to deal with all that, then go get you a white woman. So this is going to be contradictory later on, but let's get to it.
Dr. Umar, boo! You should be so ashamed of yourself, Dr. Umar. I'm sorry.
Quill, I see you was responding to that. Quill, can you give us some more insight, sir, or what your thoughts are?
Why his business plan got to be dusty? He can literally have a legit business plan.
Because you're not a husband. You're dusty. Dating for 2 years, and then you need me for another year or two to fund your dusty operation.
Okay, so now what happens when
I'll cheat.
See, she admitted to she'll cheat. See, it came right out the horse's mouth. Like y'all think I'm just being hateful towards women. Let's play that again.
To fund your dusty operation.
Okay, so now what happens when
I'll cheat and get, okay. Who's gonna be the man if I gotta be the man? I'm gonna have me a little side thing, and you do what you gotta do. I'm not giving you no sex. I'm gonna get bust out by him, and I'll still play house with you and treat you like a little child. Because that's what you are. Because you need a grown woman to be the man for you.
And this is the shit I'm talking about. They equate being a man to money. And then feel very comfortable. And this is why when a dude gets it, he don't marry your ass. And when I say marry, I'm using their term because y'all was already in it when y'all was sleeping together and living in the same house. But whatever, because the term shacking up does not exist. excuse me, get that shit out of your mind now. We've already established this earlier. You're actively fucking this dude. You're actively, living with this man. And then because he asked you for some help with something and you don't want to do it, you go out and you cheat on the dude and then play house with him. Not talk to him, or better yet, just cut it off and just leave. Nah, you got to cheat him. You got to cheat on him because cheating is the punishment for you not having fucking money. That's essentially what this is. And in her mind, she's going to call you all types of little boys and all types of shit over fucking money. Saying that she is a provider, but she's living with you. Like you can't get any more blatant than that. She literally just told you this shit. I'm gonna rewind it.
Child.
That
Because
ain't
that's
gonna
what you are, because you need a grown woman to be the man for you.
that ain't gonna
Because you ain't got no homeboys, no mentors, no uncles, no grandfather, nothing else.
A lot of men don't have family. A lot of men don't have friends. What are you gonna do with that? You may be the only person that he has. And you're gonna cheat on him for it.
Men don't understand how dusty they are until a woman kind of puts it in perspective.
No. You're showing how selfish you are. That's what you're doing. You're showing how selfish you are and how inconsiderate of men you are. Like how you have this men are disposable mentality. That shit is showing. That shit is showing. And then like oh my gosh. I forgot what I was about to say because I got so much shit going on in my fucking head right now. Like, come on, man.
Grandfather, nothing else. Men don't understand how dusty they are until a woman kind of puts it in perspective. I'm this little old woman and I have to break my back to come up with almost $1,000 a month for you. Just go get a white girl then. Just go take the easy way.
Oh, there we go. Then go get a white girl, take the easy way. See? So she's mad at Dr. Umar for pitting the black women against the white women to compete for, in her words, dusty men. But then here she go telling this man, this black man, that if you don't want to deal with that, deal with the bullshit that she's about to put you through, just because you asked her for some help, go get a white woman instead. Just a blatant contradiction and hypocrisy. All of that shit is self-evident. She just told you everything that I was telling you. I don't know what else to say. What else is there?
Who said anything about breaking your back to do anything?
I was just saying. No, because the question needs to be that Dr. Umar, he should have switched it. He should have said, black men, would you be willing to fund your woman's business for a year or two?
No.
And then when her business is up and popping, would
Nobody-
you be okay? You know, she could take you to the top because because if you don't do it, there's
that goes right back to what I was thinking. Sorry. Nah, her attitude is the reason why dudes get new women when they finally make it. That's what I was going to say. I'm glad she reminded me. Soon as she flipped the fucking scenario, it just reminded me. Yeah. A dude will get a new chick after dealing with women like her. I'm just going to be blunt. Women that think like her. See, this is the type of woman I wouldn't want to fuck with. I'm just going to be blunt. I don't care if she black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. You're not finna sit here and make me out to be less than and make me feel all bad and depressed. And then I gotta find out you cheating on me just because we struggling at the moment. Fuck out of here. If you didn't want to struggle, why the hell are you with me? As a matter of fact, fuck that shit, because a majority of the men out here are struggling. A majority. We was in a recession for I don't know how fucking long. And inflation's through the roof and prices are through the roof. And jobs have been getting cut. I literally got laid off like earlier this year and had to get a new damn job. Which is why I'm working at Walmart now. I'm making less money now than I was making before getting laid off from my old job. And keep in mind, the old job wasn't paying me enough. Imagine if I had a chick with me, especially if she thought like this. And I'm trying to fund my LLC, my music, you know, my art, my business. First things first, she ain't gonna believe it's gonna get anywhere because she's gonna have absolutely zero faith in me. And then if I mess around and ask for some help, I guarantee you I'll find her fucking one of the homies. Like, this shit is bullshit. Straight up bullshit. But these be the type of women that y'all be laying with and be having in your vicinity. And then when y'all get divorced and she take half your shit, you looking clueless. Like, what the fuck? It's because she don't respect you. She don't give a damn about you. She only care about the fucking money. And then, you know, in that scenario, in the divorce scenario, her taking half her shit, in her mind, she's taking what she's owed for all of the struggle that you put her through. That's how she's thinking. And then she's going to try to flip it. Well, what if you were with your woman, you're asking, men fund a woman's business all the damn time. I don't know no man who's complaining that he's helping his woman out with her business. In fact, men will do it gladly. We already paying all the bills and buying you shit and making sure that you got food in the damn house. Because that's all a man is there for. Provision. Nothing more. She said it herself. And shit is stupid.
There's going to be a white man that's going to be sitting there funding her business and taking all the
It ain't just white men doing that.
good stuff that comes with it when you could have did the same thing. Like Dr. Umar should have flipped it, because why is it okay for
So we got this idea that black men ain't out here helping they women? Are you serious? Anton Daniels is right here in the same panel. He a multi-millionaire. He done got his wife a new car and all types of shit. You talking about men ain't, what the fuck?
a black woman to do it? Well, I'm just going to go and find a white man then.
Quill.
If it's so
Well,
easy
hold
for
on,
y'all
hold
to
on,
find
y'all,
a
hold
white
on,
woman.
y'all, hold on, y'all, hold on. We're gonna get there. Quill, what
Yes,
are your
sir.
thoughts on this?
I think Molly's tripping, man.
She is.
Of course you do. Of
Like,
course.
a lot of these women be delusional, bro. I don't know where they think all this money come from in the black community.
Why are
Like,
you
we make
dating
the
if you
least,
don't have
we make the,
money?
Yep, there she said it. Why are you dating if you don't have money? Because women are a trophy. They're just something to be bought, right? Right? Women don't want to be sexual objects, but they go online and turn themselves into sexual objects. Women don't want to be trophies. They don't want to be something to be bought. I'm not something to be bought. I'm a person too, but then they say shit like this and tell you that you ain't a real man because you're not giving her shit. I'm damn tired, bro. I'm so damn tired. So fucking tired. And plus, I know plenty of stories where the dude he wasn't shit for so long, but once he got hot, once his business started popping, once that idea that he had when he was a little kid came into fruition, now all the chicks want him. He was dusty in college, but now he hitting 30 and it's popping now. It's finally happening for him. Now all the chicks come out the woodworks. That's why these dudes be pumping and dumping. Because they know you only there for the fucking money. And if you were there before then and you was a fucking nag and a damn burden to him and you was emasculating him the whole time he was trying to get somewhere, of course he gonna leave you after he finally get it and get a new chick. Cause he know y'all all are bought and paid for. And then while he doing that, she gonna get on social media posting stupid shit like how she built him up for another woman when you weren't doing nothing but being a fucking burden to the man. Shit is
That's
clockwork.
excuse.
This shit is clockwork. I'm done talking about this situation. I spoke on this. You got people in the comments talking about Molly. Like, I don't hate her, okay? Because there was times where she was on this panel and she was speaking some facts, but this one right here, the female nature just came out. It just exposed itself. You want to find out the type of woman you dealing with, just listen to what the fuck they talking about. That's all. Just listen to them. Have a conversation. They will tell you how they feel. I had a conversation with a woman not too long ago, and I asked her, so like, your man, he come back, he get a new job and everything. What are you gonna do? She said she was gonna quit her job. Like, why? Logically, both of you putting your money together would actually be a benefit to the both of you, but she ain't thinking about that. She just want to be taken care of. Straight up. Like, whatever, man. I'm done.